Gotta pop that open. Close that. Alright, I'm just getting my chat up. Back. Descriptions. Pop this open. What's up, AB? What's up, Space? How you guys doing? Alright, there we go. Sounds like it sounds alright. How is everybody? Hopefully quite well. I don't know. Like a quick hour stream or something like that. Probably. I don't know. There isn't a whole hell of a lot to talk about tonight, but we'll just talk about something. What's up, Christopher? What's up, Tiago? The Lions, they might. It all really depends on how their schedule plays out. If the NFC West and AFC North are as good as advertised, then it's a long season. Be right back. Gotta blow my nose. All right, there we go. Sorry about that. What's up, Kevin? What's up, Jacob? How's everybody today? Trying to find a good spot for the microphone. Man, my fucking nose always itches when I stream, dude. What's up, Morgan? How you guys doing? We'll get started in a couple minutes like usual. We'll give it about 5 minutes into the stream. Oh, I don't know. I might have, Christopher. It was a good time. I'm doing good. I'm doing good. Just chilling. Kind of bored. You're just watching on something on Carson Wentz. What was that? I think the Giants will win 12 games. Well, that's quite a. That'd be quite the season for them. I don't know if they're that good, but we'll see. Yeah, he's on the Colts. The Colts are stacked. Yeah. I've been saying since like what was it? Last October, last November, that was like, oh yeah, if Carson Wentz went to the Colts, that'd be the ideal situation for the Colts. And probably for Carson Wentz moving forward after Andrew Luck. Pretty easy to call. I'm here in the cold, so was it? Huh? What do you mean, Brandon? Good, other than my nose is itchy like a motherfucker right now, and I'm about to go blow it again. I'll be right back. Alright. Sorry about that. My fucking nose is so itchy the last couple days, dude. There is not a comparison to Andrew Luck, and Carson Andrew was a superstar for sure. Huh? in the Hall of Fame so people can see his. Morgan, I don't. That's a we. I don't. Andrew Luck and Carson Wentz are actually, what's up, Underwater? Pretty comparable in my opinion. Both pretty injury prone. You know, they got some issues with that. I don't think Luck will make the anywhere near the Hall of Fame. He retired really early. Colts will be the AFC South with a 13-4 record, followed by Titans at 11-6, Texans at 6-11, 5-12 for the Jaguars. Two really good records for the Colts and the Titans. What up, Jose? No, Luck didn't do anything to make the Hall of Fame. Yeah, there's no reason to even think about him as a Hall of Famer. Yeah, he's a Dodger. Yep. Yeah, that's pretty crazy. Yeah, no, Luck's not even anywhere near the Hall of Fame. I wouldn't. No Super Bowls, no real playoff wins, no records. Jaguars defense is still ass. Like, who's playing in their secondary that's any good? Yeah, Texans might lose every game if they don't have Deshaun. Like, the Texans are an aggressively bad football team with a really good quarterback. Like, they might win 5 or 6 games with him, and then they might win 1 or none next year if he doesn't play. Yeah, that's not very good. He did. Who shut down the Cowboys? Huh? Oh, Luck has nothing to do with that, though, so he doesn't really play defense. No, I don't think he'll probably play about 8 to 10 games and then fall apart like last year. He made it 11 last year and then he fell out. Where is he getting a chance at? Yeah, they said they're not settling. Yeah. Yep. Probably because he's not guilty of anything. Oh, Jesus. Yeah, that's... They might as well go with a rookie quarterback if that's their situation. If they don't have Deshaun and they got to run like some guy they just drafted or Tyrod Taylor, it's like, well, might as well run the rookie. There's no reason to start this fucking guy. Not to be mean to Taylor, but it's like, holy shit. No, he's that bad. There's a reason he gets replaced by rookie quarterbacks everywhere he plays. He's that bad. I would be very upset if he was my team's quarterback. They immediately were a better team with Justin Herbert. I'm talking like night and day better offense. Yeah, it was. I'm starting to believe all of the losses were probably on him. I know their defense wasn't that good till the end of the season, but it's also like, I mean, Herbert was better. Like, every measurable, like, this dude came in through like 30 touchdowns in like 12 games. I mean, the Chargers offense was pretty goddamn stacked, and played one game. Yeah, he got replaced by a rookie. He wouldn't even made the team. I don't know. I don't know what everyone sees in Taylor. He literally gets replaced by rookies everywhere he goes. Oh, the Packers? Oh God, jeez. I have no idea if Rodgers is gone. That's a bad football team. They're kind of like the Texans. Like, if they have their quarterback, they'll be good because the entire system is built to specifically like around that style of play, like with that quarterback, with what they can do. Packers, yeah, they could be like the worst team in the NFL, or one of the worst teams of football without Aaron. We got a sneak peek of what the Packers looked like without him a couple years ago. Yeah, that doesn't matter, Morgan. He still sucks at quarterback. I mean, if you want him as your Saints quarterback, be my guest. But, I mean, if you're a Texans fan, I bet you 0 of them are excited about the prospect of Tyrod Taylor starting a football game for them. Let's ask Trey. Hey, Trey, how do you feel about Tyrod Taylor being your team's starting quarterback potentially if Deshaun is potentially out? Ready to lose every game probably? I mean, what's the general perspective in Texans Nation about Tyrod Taylor? Here, I'm about to prove to you guys what... See, told you. That's an actual Texans fan. They think they're losing every single game because of Tyrod Taylor. And they're right to think so. I would be very worried about losing every single game next season. It's like, whatever, I guess. Maybe Deshaun will get traded to the Eagles or something. What's up, Max? How's it going? Like, Texans have to be hoping that Deshaun gets cleared on these charges just so they get something. I think Mills has a genuine shot at starting at quarterback for them. It's going all right. That's good. Should have gotten someone to fix the holes. Exactly. Pretty much, yeah. They should have tried to trade him. Dude, I wouldn't even put Tyrod Taylor up against like skilled backups. Like that's where I wouldn't. Like I'd rather have Blake Bortles on my roster. At least Blake Bortles can win you a game, or Chad Henne. Like those guys are better quarterbacks than fucking Tyrod Taylor. And I like Tyrod Taylor. It's just like, yeah, he's not gonna win you nothing. He's like a good roster guy, I guess. If you have to find a backup, and it's like you got Deshaun Watson, it's like, yeah, okay, that's a good signing. That's good depth. What's up, Alex? But if you need him to start, I really wouldn't be cool with that move. I'm surprised the Chargers let him go. He'd actually be a good backup to a Justin Herbert type. Weird that he still thinks he's got like the starter genes or something. It's like, I don't know, Tyrod. You're clearly a backup. Every time you start, you lose your job to a rookie. Baker, Josh Allen. I'm pretty sure goddamn Lamar Jackson. Mark Ingram, Tyrod Taylor, Phillip Lindsay, Brandon Cooks. They'll find a win. Are you sure about that? I noticed you mentioned only offense. I wonder why that is. Why didn't you bring up their star-studded defense? Hey, you know, Joe Flacco's elite. Per Joe Flacco. That was such a bitch-ass question. Like, that was such a loaded-ass question for Joe Flacco. What's up, Presto? My nose is very itchy today. It's very much bothering the shit out of me. What's up, short man? Yeah, I think so. I think I've been on the Daniel Jones train longer than anybody. You give him a couple receivers. He's got the GOAT in tight ends and Kelvin Benjamin now. In all seriousness, though, like this will pretty much prove her. It's like a put up or shut up year for Daniel Jones. He has no excuses anymore. All right, Space. See you later, man. I appreciate you coming by. As long as if he can play pretty good, they can do a lot of damage with their defense this year. Best record? Probably Bucks or Chiefs. Are you talking about Chargers? All those guys I think were hurt last year. See, that's the problem for the Chargers. They're a loaded roster. It's just like they might have some of the worst health issues I've ever seen in pro football. Yeah, like the thing is like there's a reason that they're all on the Texans. Derwin James can't stay healthy, nor can Desmond King, Zach Cunningham, or Set. And Shaq Lawson was good like 2-3 years ago. You know what I mean? I think Derwin James has played in a total of like 14 games in 4 career years. So for picks, maybe. Bucks have the 4th easiest schedule. Yeah, they got blessed with who they play in the AFC. Some rookie got a fake invite to Falcons minicamp, and the Falcons told him to screw off. Rip, that sucks. Damn. Falcons should at least let him sign up. Damn. What's up, Daniel? How's it going, man? Danny Dimes, Trace Dimes. Daniel Jones. Well, McSorley throws the best. Yeah. I mean, that kid is... Can't he throw it like 900 yards or whatever? Do you know Michael Vick one time threw a football out of stadium? That's brutal, though, for the guy who got with the fake call. It's a hilarious troll job. Texans should have gotten the Dolphins before all this happened. You know how the Texans would look if they made... No, yeah, Trey, you guys would have looked... And you know what's even worse is knowing you guys were going to trade him. Like, my favorite storyline of the entire offseason is basically the fact that they were going to trade Deshaun no matter what. They were basically trying to they were just driving up the value and trying to create a bidding war right before the draft. Michael Vick threw a Nerf football 800 yards basically out of a stadium. I watched it on a commercial. Like the Texans literally were playing, like they had this giant like scheme, like this Machiavellian scheme to get rid of Deshaun. They were going to say, we're not trading him. We're not trading him. Fuck that. And remember how it kind of seemed like right before they like the news came out, they were starting to like soften up their stance on Deshaun Watson. They're like, maybe we'll listen to trade offers. These motherfuckers had one of the weirdest scams ever going. They were always going to trade Deshaun. These idiots were just trying to artificially drive up the value, and by waiting, they fucked themselves. They like completely screwed themselves by waiting. If they would have traded him immediately when the Dolphins came a sniffing, they would have had all of the Dolphins' first-round picks, and they'd have been laughing hysterically. They'd have been like, glad we got rid of that. We didn't know that was coming. And it would have been as simple as that. I actually don't think the Texans are involved in trying to get this guy in trouble. I don't think they're smart enough to figure shit like that. I think this is just a stupid team that... Oh, they couldn't even like do a scam to drive up the... Like they could have just traded him. It's not like, what, is he suddenly going to be more valuable? More than 4 first-round picks? Probably not. What's up, Daniel? How's it going, man? Yeah, they're that's an incompetent put together. That's an incompetent football team. Nick Casario's doing a decent job putting together a roster, but again, yeah, there's like 6 teams that still want him, Teo. Apparently, it's going good, man. Other than my nose being itchy sometimes. They won't be good next year. The Texans probably not, but a year from now they'll probably be pretty good. Yeah, I would argue, yeah. Sounds like it's time for Cal McNair to pass the team on to his kid. We should, I should go play quarterback for them. Sling the rock a little bit. Oh yeah, there's probably the Patriots, the Eagles. I would probably say the Broncos still want him. I would say the Panthers probably still want him. I would say the Bears might still want him. You think we trade for Julio for the new rumors? We trade for 2nd rounders and a 4th. Oh, yeah. If that's all it would take, yeah, I'd do that in a heartbeat. We don't draft well in the 2nd round anyway. And 4th is whatever. We have extras of those. And screw N'Keal Harry at this point if we can get a better receiver. I have a weird feeling Matt could be trade bait for somebody. He's also very attractive trade fodder. For a team that might want a new quarterback, might want to like rebuild stopgap type year, throw Mac Jones in there. It's good value, 1st-round quarterback. Like if we do trade for a quarterback, I expect Mac Jones to be sent off in the trade as well, which would be a little shitty, but you wind up with like a Aaron Rodgers, then you really don't mind it. Yeah, that's what I heard too. Is that basically we just took him so that other teams couldn't have him. But it's also like, well, we could use a quarterback, so it's kind of one of those. It just, I don't know. But it also kind of sounds like from the beginning they kind of wanted Mac Jones. Like it just feels like they've always kind of liked the guy. Texans draft year needs to be next year, and in 3 or 4 years we might be contenders again. Hoping next year win. I just want to be a contender. Yeah, that's probably where I'd be at. 10 p.m. Tigers game tomorrow. Yes, sir, Kenny. Yes, sir. Fury versus Joshua got announced. No, I didn't hear about that. Should be a good fight. I don't know if Trask will play this year. I kind of doubt it unless Tom gets took out of the game because they're blowing somebody out. If the Rodgers goes to... Yeah, we'll win a lot of games if that happens. I hope so, Trey. Fields would have dropped? Maybe. Maybe. Patriots were just really high on Mac Jones from the get-go. I don't know if they were super high on Mr. Fields. Do you like the Pistons? I don't mind the Pistons. I don't know. Yeah, I would have traded back and took Fields too. Yep. I would have drafted Penei Sewell or traded the pick back. I don't know. I feel like they that's not what they needed to fix their team. One person I'm glad Stroh's kept is the pitching coach. That's always good. You like the Pistons, Presto? Yeah, I just don't. Basketball. I just, it's whatever. Yeah, Ben Wallace got in the Hall of Fame. Yeah. Yeah, big deal for Detroit that Ben Wallace got in the Hall today. Yeah. It's kind of what I'm thinking, Alex. I think they just literally drafted another Mitch Trubisky, but I guess we'll see. We'll see. I don't think trading up your future is really getting a steal, though, Morgan. They literally auctioned off their entire future. What if he's not very good? Then they don't have multiple first-round picks for a couple years, and that's not. Then they didn't steal anything. They fucked up again. And my money leads me to believe that the Bears didn't make a good selection there. They've never drafted a good quarterback. They just don't know how to do it. They've never signed a good quarterback. They don't know what good quarterback is if it hits them in the right in the face. They passed on Mahomes and Fields and Watson to draft Trubisky. They have no ability to monitor quarterbacks. Plus, they took an Ohio State quarterback, which, Ohio State quarterbacks have proven to be very good in the NFL, right? The Bears have literally never had a good quarterback. Yeah, it's basically Fields is in a win-win for a couple of years, though. All the losing will be placed on Nagy and Ryan Pace. Or at least Nagy will get axed this season, and it'll be another extra year, and then they'll give him another. He'll get 3 years basically if they fire Nagy. So not a bad thing. Yeah, I wouldn't want to play for the Bears. They don't know how to do quarterback. Okay, what about Deshaun Watson then, Morgan? They literally passed on Deshaun Watson. Everyone actually thought they were going to move up to draft Deshaun Watson. That's what everyone's like, oh, okay, the Bears are going to... Mitchell Trubisky. Oh, okay, that's hilarious. You know how funny it was to me when the Bears drafted goddamn Mitch Trubisky over Deshaun Watson? Yeah, no, that's just a colossal failure. That is just an organization that just doesn't understand what a quarterback is. They've existed since like the start of football, and their best quarterback has been Jim McMahon. Like I don't think they've ever had a quarterback throw 30 touchdowns. I think Mitch came real close. Isn't Cutler technically the best QB? I think so. I think technically, yeah. But it's hilarious. I don't think they've ever had a quarterback throw 30 TDs. Yeah, more than likely Fields or Jones could be mold breakers for those schools, but I don't trust Ohio State quarterbacks. And Alabama, really same kind of story, but Alabama seems to be like a new good team, whereas Ohio State has a long history of producing NFL caliber players. At least with Bama quarterbacks, it's kind of obvious none of them were going to be shit in the NFL because carried by super teams. Whereas with Mac Jones, it's kind of like one of those things where he was probably carried. Oh shit! What the hell? Where'd my frames go? Hold on a second. I don't know what happened there. That was weird. I don't know why that happened. My bad. Am I back to normal? Is it done lagging? I don't know what that was. That just dipped in quality or connection anyway. Yeah, I mean, yeah. They're probably not going to, come out and be like, well, we shouldn't have took these SEC guys. But we'll see. Eventually there has to be somebody good from these schools. You would think anyway. But you'd also think like Bama would have produced a good quarterback. Ohio State would have. There'd have been like, I don't know. Usually you find random ass good quarterbacks at like small ass schools or Michigan. State produces like all of the backup quarterbacks. Michigan State does. They have a high number of like hilarious quarterbacks in the NFL. Yeah, I think I got like $50 presto. Very kind of them. Sam Houston State won the FCS title, which is crazy. It finally wasn't a Dakota team. Really? In the history of Ohio State, not one quarterback has made a Pro Bowl. Damn. You'd think. How much do you think the success of Tom Brady burns the Ohio State Buckeyes? Because, like, despite everything, they can be like, yeah, but we produce way better NFL talent than you guys. No, you don't. Yeah, we have Tom Brady. What's your guys' claim? We had the Bosas. Cool. What's that done in the NFL for you? Nick almost won the Super Bowl MVP if they would have won that game. Nick was clearly on pace to win MVP. Yeah, Tom's done that a few times. That's crazy. Isn't that Braxton Miller? Yeah, that's what I thought. Like I said, if it's like recent memory in the NFL, I have this weird like savant ability. But if it's anything over like 15 years, I have no idea what you're talking. I don't like ancient history of the game. I'm pretty good with recent stuff. Like Michigan State, me too. So, but it's a superior school. They're just not as good at sports or academics. It's just a better school. In fact, probably better off going to Michigan if you can get into that school. But State's a better school. It's funner, more fun, I guess would be the right way. Yeah, I've been to Michigan State. Yep, a couple times. Been to one game. It's a lot more fun to watch the games with you at like apartments though. In East Lansing, I would have to argue. I don't really like going in. Your dad doesn't like Michigan? Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't like them either. They're a better school. They're just a better school. Yeah, same here, Teo. I don't really like football in person. It's hard to see everything. You went to a game versus Michigan? Like, unless you sit pretty far up, it's actually kind of difficult to get a good view of the game. It's a very odd experience where you're like, man, I can't fucking see what's going on here. The college level was very fast. It is very hard to keep up with. But stupid me, I sat as close as I could to the field, and I was talking to people. You tailgated? Yeah, but that probably impacted the way I was seeing things because I sat very close. Found out about I found out Western Michigan had this very annoying wide receiver who I seen play like 2 snaps and went, "Oh, he's gonna be good in the NFL, huh?" And his name was Corey Davis. I was like, why the fuck does he go to Western? It made absolutely no sense. And I was like, he probably got into some trouble in high school, and that's why he plays for Western Michigan. Normally, those kind of talented guys, the only reason they go to schools like Western and Central is they either got into a little bit of trouble in high school, picked up a felony, or they went to some small-ass tiny school and didn't want to switch their position out. Now he's a Jet. Yeah. I think it's like Randy Moss, either going to Miami or Notre Dame, and then he got in a little bit of trouble. Had to go to Marshall. I always find it quite humorous that one of the best wide receivers had to go to Marshall University. Pretty sure he got in trouble for breaking and entering, though. Randy Moss did. Cam Newton had to go to a JUCO for some criminal shit. Then he won the JUCO national championship. Then he won the regular national championship. Cam Newton had one of the craziest runs I've ever seen in football, and I became a fan from that. I was like, hell yeah, this guy's badass. And he was badass, and if he winds up winning a Super Bowl in New England, I'm gonna be like, I fucking knew he was gonna be good. I've always been able to root for Cam Newton. And if he actually pulls off a goddamn Super Bowl, I'll be like, I told everybody. I knew he'd win one. I was rooting for him so hard against Denver. Do you know how much I wanted him to beat Peyton Manning? And that's what even makes it hurt worse, because he had to lose to fucking Manning. In a close game, they almost could have won. You cook pizza rolls on the grill? That's pretty good. They could have lost that to anybody else, and it wouldn't have been as shitty to lose to Peyton Manning, in my opinion. He had to be Peyton Manning's sunset game and shit. That was so brutal. Yeah, I always will have a fondness for Russell Wilson and the Seahawks. The Legion of Boom was quite the good thing for the NFL. Very fond of the Legion of Boom, what they did. You don't understand. I have a real hatred. I actually like the Saints and Drew Brees because of what they did. You notice I really don't have very unkind words about Drew Brees until last season when he had noodle arm. And even then, it kind of felt weird shit talking a guy who brought me so much joy in life with the beating of Peyton Manning back in 2009 in that Super Bowl, 2008-2009. It was good times. It was good times. Peyton deserved to lose that game. He was gifted a free Super Bowl versus Rex Grossman and the Bears, so it was only natural they lost the next one. And then he lost another one because he won a Super Bowl against Rex Grossman and the Bears. And then he was gifted a Super Bowl, carried to a third one, or to his second trophy. May have not been a Hall of Famer if it wasn't for that second Super Bowl he got carried to. Your dad got an offer from Tennessee. That's pretty cool. From the Titans? Or the college Tennessee? To go be a volunteer, play some football in college. Oh, okay, that's pretty cool. Let's see. I don't think there's anything. They cut Jawan James. Damn, that's cold-blooded. That's a friendly reminder of if you ever get mad that a player takes money or is holding out for money, and you go, "Ugh, what a selfish piece of shit." Just remember the Broncos cut a guy so they didn't have to pay him after basically telling all their players to stay home and work out this offseason. And then they basically went, well, that fucking sucks, dude. You didn't get hurt at the facility. Now we can get rid of you for free. Bye. And they cut his ass for it. Well, you mean to tell me this is a business that shouldn't... Fucking this league, dude. That's fucking cold blood. They shouldn't be allowed to do that. Like, they're asking players to stay home and, like, do their workouts at home. And this guy tears his Achilles working out at home, and they're not going to pay him now because he got hurt away from the stadium. And they even made it worse. So, like, now you just don't even have a job in this league. You shouldn't have been working out away from the stadium, dude. We don't know what to tell you. Well, you told me to work out at home. Tough break. You shouldn't have listened to us. We're fucking terrible people here at the NFL. Yeah, so that's why I'm 100% players being very greedy about getting their money. And this is why we need fully guaranteed contracts like in baseball. I'm stunned they haven't voted for this yet. Literally just don't work until they give you fully guaranteed money. This kind of dumb shit is why you need fully guaranteed contracts. In baseball, they would have not been able to do this to Juwan James. Yeah, Gronk faked him. He's smarter for doing that than fucking Juwan James for legitimately doing his workouts. This guy's legitimately actually doing his job, earning his money, and they fucking cut him. Gronk put a different shirt on per different workout. He'd do a push-up, put on a different shirt, do a couple push-ups, put on a different shirt, do some drills, put on a different shirt, do another set of drills, different shirt. This motherfucker was just... He faked it. He faked the entire off-season workout in like 30 minutes in with some videotaping. and it's like, I don't know. I'm fine with them doing this stuff at home, and I'm fine with the NFL like letting these guys kind of work out on their own. But this situation with Juwan James needed to not have been a thing like that. They need to consider when they're working out at home for the team, part of the team facilities. Goal for so I don't have sub goals or anything like that. I don't know, 100,000 because it's free. Time said he would just not be shit and stay close to home. He broke up like a week later in Tennessee. Damn, that sucks, Presto. It's a bad break. Yeah, the NFL can be kind of shitty though. That's why the players need to be a little smarter. Secure their bags. Washington signed Bobby McCain. Good signing. Haha, Broncos are having bad luck now, too. You guys hear that Calvin Benjamin, the big old fat wide receiver, just made the team for the Giants, or at least he's getting a tryout. Now he's a tight end. See, like, he's a guy that actually should have converted to a tight end immediately a couple years ago when it was, like, obvious he wasn't working as a wide receiver anymore because of the weight issues. It's like, well, dude, if your big ass if you don't want to lose the weight, just fucking switch over and be a tight end now. Just put that work in against linebackers. I don't know why it took him so long to convert. It's like, dude, you have talent, you're just fat, and you can't play wide receiver anymore. You're not fast enough. Like, why aren't you like just clearly just switch your position if you're Calvin Benjamin? And he did. I'm actually thinking he'll wind up making the starting position for that spot. So if he was put in tight end, then he basically anyone. No. Calvin Benjamin's like 6'4" and like 280 pounds. He's like a giant fucking person. No, like Tim Tebow only is going to work because he's like what, like 6'4" and like 250. These aren't like small dudes that are going up trying out to play tight end. By the way, no. Like hold on, let's look at Calvin Benjamin's size. He's 6'5", 250. Sorry. He's bigger than most tight ends are. You know what I mean? Like 6'5", 250. He's a giant dude. Look at this guy. Oh, wow. He's actually looks like he's in good shape, too. Giants might have gotten a fucking beast, dude. See, he's literally just physically built like a tight end. For some reason, he tried playing wide receiver for a minute, though. See how big he is? You can see the weight issues. So you can see the fat. He's a chubby boy. So, no, I don't think you could put just about anybody at tight end. They got to be built kind of like this. Like, they have to be huge dudes on top of, like he's got wide receiver one, like, ability. That's, the craziest thing with Kelvin. Like, his hands and his, like, actual ability to play the wide receiver position, wide receiver one. He's, like, really good, but he's so fucking lazy and fat, and he loves food, is basically what he said his problem was. And I'm not even kidding. If you look it up, he said some shit like, I just really like to eat. It's just like, oh, poor guy. Has a food problem. And it's like, that's probably the worst addiction you can suffer from is some kind of food addiction. Could you imagine, like, always wanting to eat and you eat yourself out the NFL? Kind of like Trent Richards. Like, that'd be a bitch to have a food addiction. Because you got to eat. Like, that's the worst part. Like, there's, every other addiction. You see, look at this. It's an NFL wide receiver, you know what I mean? That's someone who certainly really likes eating food. Wide receiver one, tight end. Life comes at you fast. For everything else, there's MasterCard. Pretty much. Eddie Lacy also had a problem with food, I'm pretty sure. Like, that shit's bad. Like, fucking food addiction's really a problem. And I'm like, well, I'm pretty sure that's real. No, I'm pretty sure, like, you can ruin your life by eating hamburgers. And if you don't believe me, here's a prime example. This is the same body. This is the same human being. Recently drafted on the left. I think last year with the Panthers. And as everyone's like, whatever happened to him? I don't know. He put on another Kelvin Benjamin. He went from 6'5", 210 to 6'5", 250. Dude looks like he ate the old Kelvin Benjamin. Like, that looks like a fraud. Like, what happened to you, Kelvin? But he's still good. He'll be a good tight end, I'm pretty sure. I think Giants just got a really nice little pickup. As long as he, isn't being lazy about everything. Solid pickup. Because, I mean, skill-wise, I think he probably still has it. Remember he played at Florida State? See? It's a lazy big boy. The Bills had him for a minute. The Chiefs said did. He talks so much shit about Cam Newton. Yeah, I'm sure Cam Newton was the problem for Kelvin Benjamin. I'm sure, like, nothing else was the reason that Kelvin Benjamin didn't turn out to be so good in the NFL. It was Cam Newton's fault. It was all that darn Cam Newton. That was the reason Eddie Lacy, or not Eddie Lacy, but Kelvin Benjamin's big ass didn't make it in the NFL. You gotta love it when guys like him fail and they immediately look to somebody else and go, well, it was your fault. Meanwhile, Cam's like, what the fuck? I'm a running quarterback, homie. I don't know what the hell you're thinking. Like, what? How is playing on the Chiefs? Oh, you didn't do shit either on the Chiefs, Bills. Where the hell else did this guy go play? We'll see what he does with the Giants, though. Any other quarterback? Okay, what happened with the Bills and with the Bills and the Chiefs? Pretty sure he had Alex Smith. Looks like he's cool with Calvin. Cam there. Dude looks like he's got all kinds of weight issues. That's a clean picture. I said he looks like he's in good shape at least. The Giants fans should be pretty happy. You're not getting this Calvin. Got a guy in pretty good shape. Looking more like his rookie year self. I don't know. I find that to be a cool picture. Do you think Daniel Jones threw that ball? I don't think so. Let me see something. Let's see if there's any good news or anything. Probably was Danny Dimes. Too perfect of a throw. Yeah, tomorrow's going to be fun. It'll be the Tigers game on at 10 o'clock. Oh, it's NBA playoffs? Let's see. Oh, the Lakers got to play the Warriors? Oh, shit. Oh, shit. The Lakers got to do the play-in tournament? Oh. If it wasn't Dan. Yeah, that's crazy. Lakers in 7, bro. Damn, Tony Snell went 50-50-50 today. Tony Snell is the first ever member of the 50-50-100 club. He shot 51% from the field, 56% from three-point, and 100% from free throw. Damn. That's the guy with the legendary 0 points, 0 rebounds, 0 assists, 0 blocks, and 0 steals meme. That's pretty good. We might have to hop on the Lakers. I don't know who's going to win in the NBA this year. Usually I'm pretty good with it. I'll have to look at the playoffs. Knicks might win it all. I don't know. Fucking. Are the Knicks good? Let me see here. That's the West. Yeah, I got Knicks in 4. You been texting with undrafted free agent Packers? Really, Kenny? Who you talking to? Utah Jazz clinched the best record. Knicks are like the 4 seed or something right now. You got a S up off. Who's that? Like a player? Yeah, I don't really see anything good to talk about. Safety. Okay, that's pretty cool. Giving him a little chat. Be like, hey, what up? Welcome to Packer Nation. My name's Kenny. I kill your whole family if you don't do well. The good. Just introducing yourself as team enforcer. Oh, you wowed me, you son of a bitch. I'll fucking choke slam you through a table, Kenny. WWE style. Bow. You won't even know what hit you. You just be like, whoa. No one's laughing but you, Kenny. I don't know. He says okay. Kenny would be the best in the world star video. He'd be like, oh, okay. And someone would swing on him. He'd be like, oh, ow. Okay, and then he'd knock him out in one punch. Yep, and then he'd walk away. What'd you do if somebody ran up and popped you in the mouth, Kenny? Would you beat him up? I don't think anyone would ever do that to you, though. You seem like you're way too nice of a guy for someone to just run up and hit on. You're probably also a fairly large person. I feel like you're also a lot bigger than you let on. Like, how tall are you? I feel like you're every bit of like 6'3", 230. You're about 5'10". Oh, you're about my height then. So I'm about 5'10", 5'11". I roughly hit 6 foot when I stretch out and the proper height. I just got terrible posture, so I lose like an inch of height. Mainly due to injury and, just being, shitty posture my whole life. Yeah, congratulations on the 4 seed, that one guy. Most kids at your school aren't tall. That's all right. Tyrann Mathieu basically predicted that he's not going to get a contract extension with the Chiefs, and it's like, well, duh. They can't afford your ass next season. Unless like 3 other people take pay cuts, they can't afford Tyrann Mathieu, what he's going to want. I'm so happy you dreamed of this for 7 years. I'm happy, man. Good for you, man. I'm glad to see the Knicks are back. That suck for the basketball, but basketball not that big at your school. Oh, do you guys get beaten basketball pretty bad? Ah, that's all right. Are you guys good at any sports? Hockey, the big sport. Yeah. Yeah, Northern Michigan, I would imagine. Pretty much Wisconsin. I would imagine. Yeah, you guys are probably big into the hockey, football. You gonna get good play time this year? You think? Hopefully, you get to play a little bit. This is your last year, right? And then you got to hang up the cleats. You have to wait for 2 days. Those used to be so brutal. It used to literally just be like 2 straight up practices. The second practice would be a little easier, where you'd kind of just like watch a little bit of tape, and then you'd go run some like basically simulated games. But like the first practice was all conditioning, and it was fucking brutal. It was literally the worst fucking. It'd always be the worst, like 3-4 hours ever, dude. Of just running straight gassers. Then you go eat lunch and then you do actual football stuff. Brutal. I hated Twitch. You have pretty big practice. No, it's fun. It's fun to build up like camaraderie and hang out with the guys, you know, with the boys and stuff. Yeah, it's a good time. Hang out, make jokes. For a couple. Might have been a little. Oh shit! It's doing the fucking thing again. Why the hell is that doing that? I don't know what. Hold on a minute. It's acting all gay for some reason. And it looks like Lakers have to play in the. Yeah, there's a play-in tournament. I played quarterback when I played football. I'm not athletic enough to have played other positions in football, so I just played quarterback. Basically, in sports, I just played positions where I could throw the object. A supreme lack of athleticism really kind of messed me up. Deepest ball, I could throw it in the 70-yard range. My deepest individual pass is probably like 30, 40 yards, though. We were more of a move-around type offense. Yeah, the lights change. Yeah. I have an absolute cannon of a throwing ability. If I was to warm up and get myself nice and loose, I could probably hit 60 yards still. I mean, I'm only 27, so there's probably not much diminished ability. And I could still launch disc golfs very fucking far, so I feel like hitting a 60-yard bomb right now wouldn't even be impossible. Give me, a week or something to, like, get my arm loose up and, like, a little bit of muscle built back into it. Oh, yeah, 60 all day. I don't know what kind of accuracy you'd get on it, but I could hit the distance on it after a week. Yeah, I was blessed with a very good arm. Like, it's like to the point where like people didn't like playing catch with me when I was growing up playing football. And it's one of those things where it's just like every single throw. Like when people would be done catching the ball, we'd look at their hands and they'd have giant bruise marks and shit all on their hands, especially if they didn't wear gloves. Oh man, I've broken hands. I fractured someone's, like, I don't know what this is, but I fractured right through here on somebody before. Part of their thumbs. I've broken so many fingers. I mean, I literally, if you didn't wear gloves with padding when you played catch with me, it was an actual issue with people. Yeah, I fucked people up. I threw so hard for some reason. Literal rocket throws. But when I threw a baseball, I couldn't throw it like 75 miles an hour. There was like some weird disconnect with the speed in baseball and football. Yeah, I basically ripped it like Stafford. Literally, almost. It was the same. I fucking just something with the throwing of, like, I converted my baseball pitch into a football pitch or a football throw. And it creates like this super fucking whip effect, and I can just bomb out footballs. But for baseball, I can't throw baseballs hard. If I do, I overthrow it, and I can't pitch it right. But I pitch a lot like if you know about baseball and you know about Greg Maddux, that's essentially how I pitch. I like went for, like, in the back of my mind, I was like, it's more important that I can put the baseball wherever I want to, than to be able to gas it gas it up speed wise. And that was way more effective for me. I had fun putting the baseball wherever I felt like. It was like boom, 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 boom. Which is why I get kind of irritated when you watch me watch baseball. I get really irritated with bad pitching control, because it's like, well, I know you can control it. If you're at this level, you can control where you're throwing that fucking ball. Stop overthrowing it and just pitch. Pretty much when you're overthrowing it, that's when you see guys start like throwing wild amounts of balls. It's like, why are you overthrowing? Just go with your mechanics and pitch normal. In football, nothing too crazy. I only played till junior varsity. I don't know, probably some kind of flea flicker. Very unremarkable. Our offense was very boring. It was a option. Nope, I'm going to keep it, look, and then gun it to someone down the field or try to run. No, baseball, I've hit grand slams, which was always the best part. And I took a no-hitter into 6 innings out of a 7-inning game, which was the craziest thing in the world. Because it was an out-of-nowhere start. It was one of those, like, I pitched like I was a closer, though. So I pitched at the end of games. I like the intensity of that situation. I get real fucking fired up for those. Yeah, like, it makes sense, right? Like, when you hear, like, oh, what was your favorite position in baseball? I wanted to be a closer. You're like, oh, yeah, no, okay, you're the kind of guy who wants to be a closer in life. Yeah, there's breeds of people that want to be closers. I like that. I like the intensity of those moments. But I had to make a spot start, and I nearly threw a goddamn no-hitter in that game. If it wasn't for like one ruling of a hit, I think I gave up 1 hit in the 6th inning of like an actual like scored game, and it was like a 1 or 2 hitter. And it was a spot start. That's my craziest athletic achievement, I would assume. That or the fact that I've hit like 12 home runs in my life in like in 2 years of high school ball at the high levels. I fucking smoked home runs, dude. Yeah, I was a lot better at baseball because it's a lot of standing there and doing nothing. And just be like, well, I have good coordination, or hand-eye somewhat. And I've got extremely good hitting power for some reason, and I can pitch. Seems like a very good game for me. I think I was ahead of the curve with hitting and understanding what launch velocity was, or like launch angle and velocity was, because I understood that if you swung at like a certain like 45-degree angle at the ball and you come up at it at a certain angle, you could cheap home runs out. I called them cheap home runs to everybody. I'm like, no, all you got to do is like change the way you like launch the ball. You just got to come at it at a different angle, and you can basically hit free home runs. It's like physics or some shit. And my little brother, Jake, who's a really smart dude, he actually was the one who figured this out when we were like 9. Like we were like, all right, we don't know why this works, but if you swing from this angle and you hit it, and like you produce this kind of fucking spin around with it, you'll hit a free home. It's easy home runs. So we were kind of fucking around very early with like launch angles and stuff like that, and like it was very evident we were messing with our swings, because I also could hit inside pitching better than a lot of people by stepping out. And you got 43 inside the park home runs against the college baseball team before in a season, but they didn't want to air it or on TV because it was embarrassing. Damn. 43 inside the park home runs against a single team. I'd have struck you out. I was a strikeout artist. No, I wasn't. I pitched to contact. You could get hits off me, by the way. I was the easiest person to hit. Oh, in a season, okay. Like, you could hit me, but the problem is you're not going to hit. It's going to just be like a weak ground ball. It's going to be a pop out. Because I want you swing at that first pitch you see me, because I'm throwing you probably like a 63-mile-an-hour four-seam fastball right down the middle. Or like, not down the middle. That's a bad spot. It'd be in the left corner, right corner, upper left, lower left. Wherever I felt like putting it. And like, I will watch and kind of like, I memorize everybody. If I know who you were, I'm like, all right, I know he can't hit this, this, and this, so I'm going to throw it at these spots. When the ball bounced behind me, when I hit it, I just can't swing right. Damn. Yeah, hitting's weird. You need really good hand-to-eye coordination. They won the championship. Yeah, that year. Damn. Oh, yeah, Christopher, where'd you play college at? Your dad is right-handed but batting left. Yeah, if I have a kid who plays baseball, they're gonna bat left-handed. If you're right-handed, you should probably bat left-handed. It puts your power hand on the bottom, and it makes like that fucking aggressive. So you can swing harder with your pull hand on the bottom. It's actually a good idea. That's how you can tell when when their dad's involved at when they actually got good training. I bat right-handed, unfortunately, but I'm left-handed. Like, it turns out I was supposed to be left-handed. It's just like my sister's right-handed and my dad's right-handed, and they taught me how to do everything. But my mom's left-handed, my little brother's left-handed. I actually do everything initially with like a left-handed, and like I go for everything left-handed. Like, I eat left-handed, for example. Like, I like eat food like this. This is my left hand, by the way. I kick left-footed. Yeah, I'm completely left-handed. So like technically, me batting right-handed is me using my pull hand on the bottom. I just don't really pay attention to it. I do right with my right hand, but like when I crushed up my right hand, like remember that? It took me like 40 seconds to learn. Like, I was completely left-handed at that point. I was like, all right, I can just do this now, and it was no issue. Imagine state. Oh, okay. But yeah, so me batting, right-handed is probably the correct way. Because I kick left-footed. Do you know how weird that was, playing kickball growing up and not knowing that? Oh, thank you for following. I appreciate it. Like, think about this. My dumb ass is up there trying to, like, follow you on your other Twitch account? Yeah, okay, sure. Oh shit, it didn't open up. On. Got you.
Ever.
Got you. Dirty Rob TV, same as my YouTube name. But yeah, like I would play kickball, right? And I'd go up there and I'd stand in the right batter box because I didn't, I wasn't paying attention. And I'd suck ass. I'd strike out every time because I'd be kicking with my left foot. And finally, the gym teacher is like, "What the fuck are you doing, dude?" He's like, "Hey, Rob, do you kick with your left leg?" I'm like, "Yeah, man. I'm so bad at kicking, though." Literally, this is a very true story about kickball, by the way. He's like, "Why don't you just like try standing in the left-handed side?" And I was like, "What? You can just dirty." It's the same as my YouTube name, Dirty Rob TV, Presto. I was like, "You can do that?" He's like, "Yeah." So I stand in the left batter's box with my left leg, right, and they pitch it. I fucking blast the ball like 300 feet over the softball fence. I mean, I kicked the shit out of that ball. It's like all the unloaded ability. Like, yeah, it was a home run by. I fucking smoked a home run in kickball. I'm talking, I bomb kicked it. I almost became a punter after that situation. They had me start kicking footballs, but I didn't. The distance wasn't good, but the hang time was immaculate. It was some immaculate kicking that I discovered because they're like, well, what the hell? Yeah, I can blast things with my leg too. It was just like all of a sudden, like I went from like literally. Oh yeah, I know it's hard. It's hard. Like I literally went from I never could make contact because I was kicking from the right side with my left leg. Imagine how stupid you would look. So like here's the right side. I'm running up and trying to kick with my left foot from the right side, missing every time. And then I just moved to the other side. And then I was like an unloaded fucking gun. I was just like, all right, I'll try this out. I don't think it's. I ran and like I planted my foot and just went, boom. I appreciate it, Presto. And the ball just flew and I went, holy shit, I can kick. And everyone's like, well, dude, why can you do all this? Like, because I was also good at handball. I could play goalie very well. I'm getting shutouts in team handball in gym class. That was another game that I feel like if there was like a pro league, I could have actually gone pro in. Because, like, I think I've allowed 8 career goals in handball. I don't let in goals, baby. I fucking block everything. I'm like, nope. Fuck that. All I got to do is stand here and get in the way. I can take a shot from a fucking foam ball. I don't give a shit. It doesn't hurt me at all. I've been hit by baseballs in the face. I really feel no pain with these fucking foam balls. Everyone's like, does it hurt getting hit with a volleyball or something in the face? Nope. I don't feel it. You ever been hit by a 55-mile-an-hour fucking fastball in the jaw? Yeah, no, that hurts way more than anything that hurts. Offers in baseball? No, I didn't pitch hard enough. I pitched very slow. And the unathletic ability in the fielding made it so, yeah, I had no ability to... I can't play defense. I commit errors. Like, I'm so slow to get to the baseball. I can point and scream where the baseball is going to land. Yeah, no, getting hit by a baseball sucks. I'll deal with handball all day. I'm good at handball. It doesn't hurt. Because I could also, like, I got hit. That was the only other way I ever got on base was hits and walks. I've literally only hit home runs. I strike out every other at bat. And then there's the rare ones where I talked enough shit where the pitcher just hits me. It's very common for me to get hit. I'm talking at least once every other game I was getting hit, because it was usually the second game of the doubleheader, because I sat there and ran my fucking mouth for about 2 hours. Just sitting there talking mad shit. I've been ejected from baseball games I never even played in. I was like, I'm not even, okay, I'll leave the I had to go literally sit in the bus. Stand outside and shit just, oh shit. I got ejected several times in high school baseball. It was pretty bad. I was a nuclear weapon. Basically, if there was a bad call, I'd go out there fucking screaming. I didn't give a shit. What are they going to do, eject me? Oh, well, it's high school baseball. It's not that serious. I wouldn't recommend it, though, if you want to have a future in baseball. I knew I wasn't going to play, so I didn't care. Plus, I also have a horrible temper when it comes to sports. Yeah, believe it or not, I have a poor temper. Would you guys believe that if I told you I have a very hot temper when it comes to playing sports? I know I seem like the spitting image of good sportsmanship and clean play. Me advocating for open cheating and fucking people up should be an indication that I'm just all about the dirtiest kind of playing. I do Bush League shit. You know how everyone got real mad at A-Rod when he screamed, "I got it," after he ran by? I didn't understand, and I still don't, why everybody doesn't do that. I would do that. I did that regularly. I'd be like, "I got it," as I ran by players. And I was like, what? That's smart baseball by A-Rod. What if he would have, I think the guy fucking dropped it. I'm sorry, isn't the goal of the game to get on base and score? Maybe don't fucking drop the baseball when someone with not a team, like, how the fuck do you get someone who doesn't, I don't know. I know what my teammates sounded like. You could never get me on some goofy, dumb shit like that, even though I only played the outfield, so they would have never had the opportunity. You're smoking a ciggy in the parking lot? Hey, man, it's stressful. I get it. Rob with a bet. Yeah, no, I get pretty fired up. I'd regularly tell umps to go fuck themselves and shit once they struck me out. Like, I struck out once with the bases loaded to end the season. Literally, that was a season-ending strikeout for my team. I looked at the ump because the ball was called at my head. I was like, man, go fuck yourself. What kind of fucking call it? And then, like, he had the weird thing to come up to me and be like, if it wasn't the end of the game, I would have ejected you. I looked right at this motherfucker, and I was like, I really don't give a shit what you would have done, dude. The game's over. Leave me alone. And it was very weird because it's like, I work with you, dumb, because I was an umpire, too. Yeah, I didn't have any of that. I would change calls and shit on a whim. Oh, yeah, me umping was one of the craziest experiences you would ever get. There were little kids throwing people out just because I felt like calling a kid out because the coach got fresh with me the inning before. Oh, yeah, never get shitty with me because I made one bad call. Oh, okay, watch this then. The kid steals a base, right? This kid is clearly safe by a mile, and I went, him? fucking out. And then he's coming in my face, and I'm like, yeah, I don't care, dude. I seen him out. He made the tag. You got to tell your guys to run faster, coach. That's not my problem. It's so not my problem. I don't care. I don't care. Yeah, I'm a horrible umpire, by the way. The worst one you could imagine to show up because you're number one. You're never going to get me to change anything. Had 0 changed calls. I'm going to call the game I feel like calling, and I will tell you to go back to your I've ejected 3 umpires, and like basically, there's like it's the first level above coach pitch. I'd throw coaches out consistently. I'd look right in their eyes and be like, just take one step, I'm throwing you out this game, dude. And they'd walk toward me. I'd be like, you're fucking gone. Get out of here. At like 9-year-old baseballs, like 8 or 9-year-olds are playing these games, and I'm throwing people out. I'm causing all kinds of chaos. I enjoyed being an umpire. Boy, oh boy. That little bit of power that went to my head, though. Being 12, though, it probably wasn't the best. It's not like I was much older than these kids. I was like 13. They had a program where like you umpired with a big kid. Yeah, no, it was not a good idea. It was literally it was a track run at how I would run my life. I was like, well, I'm running the show here. Yeah, that's why I hate umpires too. I have a deep hatred of umpires. What's up, Dre? Josh Norman and OBJ. That was a good time. That was a good era for the NFL when OBJ came out with the baseball bat onto the field. Good times in the NFL. I miss that NFL. When people are like, bring back the old NFL. I want the NFL back where they brought baseball bats out onto the field like fucking the Joker from Bat. Excuse me. That was good times in football. Guys were going on hooker boats and shit like that. It was... Oh, Pete Odell was really good for the NFL. That dude was fucking kicking nets and going on boats and shit with Tim's on. It was some wild shit that Odell was getting into. Plaxico Burress shot himself. Yeah, I really actually do miss the old NFL quite a bit. You gotta wake up in 6.5 hours. That is I gotta be up soon too. Both got ejected by halftime. I know. Man 17 with Watson, JJ, and Hot. Oof. Basketball fights? Yeah, I remember the best one, the Malice at the Palace. I don't think there's anything better historically than what happened with the Pistons and the Pacers that 2004 game, or 2005, whenever they fought. Got into a brutal fist fight. Fans got involved. Ron Artest became Meta World Peace after that shit. Yeah, that was that game that changed Ron Artest from Ron Artest. That dude just became a whole new person after he beat up fans. You got school tomorrow? Semester would be over if I was in school right now. Got a busy week next week. Yeah, Ron Artest was a dirty player. Our Pats lost to Panthers back in 2014. I think that was some BS. Yeah, fights are fun. This is where the Tigers are going to end around this time, maybe later. Okay. Yeah, right around this time, Cubs fan. Yeah, I mean, Meta World Peace played dirty. It's just how he played. Ron Artest. All right, though, guys. I think I'm going to start wrapping her up. It's about 12 o'clock. And I want to go to bed soon, so... We will be live tomorrow for the Tigers game from 10 to whenever it ends, like probably like 1 o'clock. Oh yeah, I'm sorry, Dre. I know, but it's just I've already been live for a little while, hour and a half. So I was only gonna do like an hour anyway. You're good, Dre. No, you're good, man. You could always just rewatch. There's just no live interaction that way. That kind of stinks. But it's up to you. We'll be live tomorrow. We'll be live Tuesday and Wednesday, same time, 10 o'clock, 10 o'clock, 10 o'clock. Sounds like, yeah, they're going to trade him, or they're going to try to, Cornball. I think they have money problems if they don't trade him. Where's he gonna go? Like the Jets, somewhere like that. The Raiders, the Patriots are an interesting option. I hate that the NFL or that YouTube makes me have to approve like every fucking comment now. It's really annoying. Every time somebody swears, I have to basically approve their fucking message. It's so gay now. No, I don't do morning streams. No, that would be too much streaming. That'd be like 3-4 streams a day if I did that. Baseball took over that. Those were just time fillers till I found something better to do content-wise because I couldn't think of anything. Nope. Nope, baseball decided to take those over. Pretty much. He's pretty annoying, dude. But it's fine, though. It's just YouTube for some reason being gay about that. You're not a morning person? I'm a whatever time of day. I can wake up and I'm pretty well good to go. All right, though, guys. I'm going to get out of here. I'm sweaty as shit, and I'm going to get out of here. But all right, guys. I appreciate you coming by tonight. It was a fun little stream here. Hopefully you have a good rest of your evening. We'll be live tomorrow, of course. At least there'll be the one stream. I'm not sure if I'm going to do 2 tomorrow. There could be something small before the baseball game. I'm not 100% yet. But again, I have to go from like 10 to like a little past midnight tomorrow, so that's going to be interesting. We play the Mariners, so that'll be fun. Team loaded with prospects too, so yeah. But yeah, good NFL talk. I hope you guys enjoyed it. It was kind of just more like a chatting about the NFL stuff, but yeah. So we'll be live tomorrow for the Tigers and the what's their names, the Mariners. 10:05 p.m. See you guys then. Thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you for the likes. Thank you for the dislikes if that's what you happen to have left. How do we do on those? Close to 20, I'm hoping. Right around, I'm going to guess 16. Oh, 19. I appreciate you guys. You guys, that's a lot better. Hell yeah. So basically just one short of the live reaction stream goal. So, yeah. But all right. I'll see you guys tomorrow. It'll be a good time. But yeah. Peace out. Go Patriots. Go Lions. Go Tigers. Yada, yada, yada. And yeah. Thanks, guys. Have a good one. Peace.